Well, John, obviously an important game this week in the context of your finals aspirations.
Yeah, we said about 6 weeks ago that every game was important from then on, and this is no different. Big game, the informed teams coming in to play us, and we're looking forward to the challenge. And I'm sure that the boys are up for it.
Are you surprised by how well they've gone this season?
No, not really. They've got a really good squad. They've got a good coach, and when you get on a winning run like they are, the confidence seems to grow, and they've been doing really well. So not surprised, and a lot of people saying that they didn't expect them to do so well, but having worked with Popper, I know what he's like what he was like as a player and then as a coach. So I'm not surprised.
Seeing the crowd that Western Sydney brought to the victory game a few weeks ago, are you excited about that sort of atmosphere, or would you?
I think the players will be excited. It's always good to play in front of a big crowd with good atmosphere, and maybe because the Grand Prix is on this weekend, maybe a few of them might come down and then stay over for the Grand Prix. So it'll be a good atmosphere. It's big game for both sides because they're going for I think a record of 10 wins in a row, and we want to stay alive for the finals.
Any chance of you captain coming back in onto the starting lineup this week off the bench?
Yeah, maybe. There's a good chance that Fred might start, but there's still one training session to go, and we'll see how everyone goes, and then I'll make a decision after training.
How close is he?
Well, he's close because he's been coming in off the bench, so his fitness is good. He's feeling good. He's been looking sharp in training, so. He's very close to getting back to what we expect of Fred. Well, the message has been to compete. We saw how well Wellington ended up playing against Western Sydney, and they challenged for every 50-50 ball and they competed. But that's the biggest thing against the side like Western Sydney, because they're going to do that, and so we have to do the same. And we didn't do that the other night against LA United. We didn't compete for every ball, and that's the biggest thing. We can play good football. We've shown that here at home. The important thing is to be able to fight for a win and compete for every 50-50 ball.
Can you?
What's that?
Morale's good.
Morale's good. Yeah. Of course, everyone was disappointed in last week's performance and the result last week, but everyone wants to put that right and make sure these last 3 games we get as many points as possible to make finals.
Can you put your finger on it? Because, there's so much to play for, finals and all that. And yet, as you mentioned, there wasn't really enough fight the other night. Can you put your finger on the reasons why?
Oh, look, the players' heads dropped a little bit after the penalty. If you really analyse the game, which we have, and I'm not sure if the media do that much, they watch the game and then they comment after the game. But the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we had 3 great chances that Eugene Galactus pulled off 2 worldies, and then once they got the penalty, the players' heads dropped. It's something that's happened quite often this year, and it's disappointing, but I think it's just that confidence at the moment, that the players' heads drop a little bit when we go a goal down. We're going to try and make sure that we fight to the end. The games that we have gone to the end, the victory game when we went a goal down and we ended up coming back to 1-1 and they just pipped us right in the last minute, that's what I want from my players. If we end up losing like that, then I don't mind. It's fighting to the end.
If you do make it to the finals, do you feel like you're just scraping in, or can you have an impact?
I don't care how we get into the finals, because the way that the final series is set up this year, you can finish 6th and still win it. And we've shown this year, we can play against anyone and play well and get a good result. So if you make the finals, we will make an impact. It's just first getting there.
Tell us about the teenager next year.
Yeah, he's been doing well. I was lucky enough to work with Jeremy last year in the youth team, and he's a Tasmanian boy. I think he's the first Tassie boy. Dave, is he playing the A-League? Yeah. So it's exciting for people of Tasmania, exciting for Jeremy, but he deserves it. He was originally a right winger. We converted him to a right back last season in the youth team, and he keeps on improving and keeps on getting better. So no pressure on you tomorrow, Jeremy. You need to perform again.
Is this a bit of a dream come true for you, Jeremy?
Yeah, exactly. It's a dream come true, but I guess nothing really changes now. I've got to perform each week till the end of the season, and hopefully we'll get into finals and keep playing well then.
What about the Tasmanian factor? They must be pretty proud back home.
Yeah, I've got a few messages from people at home and just support, I guess, and to keep going well. But yeah, it's good. Everyone in Tassie's happy. So.
Do you hope you kind of pave the way, I guess, for a boost in the sport back then?
Yeah, the system's really good in Tassie, but there's not enough backing by the community, I guess. So as soon as one person goes, and hopefully that's from me, then a few more come over. There's Will Abbott that's playing here at the moment as well, so hopefully he gets a chance, and then more people come over as well.
How have you found the step up to senior football?
It's good. It's enjoyable. I like competing and I like a challenge, so that's been the most beneficial for me. It's a challenge of playing each week and having to get a result each week. So.
Is it a bit surreal standing next to this man at a news conference and as your coach and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, exactly. For the career he's had to coach me and show so much knowledge and be able to teach me what he's learnt over the years from his professional career. So it's definitely a benefit as well.
Did you look up to him growing up?
Yeah, definitely. Looked up to all the Socceroos, and John was obviously a bit of a different position to me, but definitely look up to everyone that plays in the Socceroos.
Did it help having John as your youth coach, making the transition to first team football under John as well?
I think so. I think because he watched me play and obviously coached me, it made it a bit easier to change to the same style of football, because we played the same in the youth team as the first team, so it was pretty similar, adapting to the first team football. It's good.
I was a lot easier going in the youth team.
Smile a bit more.
Yeah, how was he?
Yeah, it was
Last
good.
year compared to this year?
Similar, I guess. I think obviously a bit more pressure this year maybe, but it's definitely the same coaching style, and it's been pretty much exactly the same, which is good.
Are there any more youngsters that you expected to see come through?
Yeah, we've got a few youngsters coming through that Sam Mitchison's done well for us, so hopefully we tie him down, and there's a couple of other players that we're looking at, but it's something that we've been doing now for the last 3 seasons, trying to bring through young players that, not just for the sake of it, but that we believe can benefit our team and our squad, and Jeremy's proved that. Since he's come into the squad, he's done really well, and he deserves the contract.
Just on your squad for tomorrow, any changes, injuries?
Yeah, there will, well, no injuries. There will be some changes. I think that players understand if you don't perform, then there's other players waiting. And so there will be changes for sure. How many, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'll see how everyone trains today.